So please welcome Tim Harrison. Come on out here, Tim. Hey, ho. How you doing, Tim? Nice to have you. Pleasure. What's going on, buddy?
All kinds of stuff.
Oh, well, let's hear it. What's going on?
Well, the main thing is I'm wearing my shirt here. I survived Granger County. FEMA and Homeland Security devised this area we call out there called Disaster City. It's out at Texas A&M College in College Station, Texas. It's got the Dayton Fire Academy. It's got Disaster City and the Emergency Operation Training Center in the middle. I've been training and teaching out there for the last 8 years.
That's why you're never home.
Yeah. Teach governors, mayors, all kinds of government officials, all the way to police chiefs, cab companies. And as you remember when Sully dropped the plane in the Hudson Bay, the tugboat guys, we trained all of them. So they were the first ones on the scene with emergency individuals as we all unified, it's the name of the course, Enhanced Unified Command for Weapons of Mass Destruction, Terrorism, and Natural Disasters. Just can't put it on tag.
Yeah.
But we made this fake city, fake state, and fake county out there that people can come and train at whenever they want to. We crash trains, we crash planes, we do all kinds of stuff, and we try to set up things that people will look for in real life and be able to be ready to prepare for it.
Wow, that's
great.
But
we have some pictures if you want to take a look.
Yeah, you guys ready to put those pictures up?
First thing I want to talk about, because since we do outreach for animals also, this lion was a very interesting story. I was at Hurricane Ike. We all remember Hurricane Ike a few years ago. I was in charge of logistics for bringing all the gear and everything down for Hurricane Ike. It turns out they couldn't go on the Boulevard Peninsula down there in Texas because there was 2 tigers and an African lion loose. Because when the hurricane came in, these are people's pets that got loose. So this lion was inside the church, the only church on the Boulevard Peninsula where people could go in to get away from the hurricane. So we lost a lot of people on that peninsula because they just didn't want to go in with the lion. And this is what the rescuers saw when they first got there. They had to back out of the area until we have teams come in to dart and get this lion out. Wow. They wouldn't come in. Texas Task Force 1 couldn't come in and take the chance of being hurt. If you go to the next picture, we had 2 tigers loose also. This is one that was darted, and another one had to be shot by a helicopter and killed. The sad part about it, you know, these animals don't deserve this, as we know, Rob. They just don't deserve to be here in the first place. But this shows you what happens with a natural disaster. If you have a sanctuary or somebody having animals in their backyard, you have a tornado come through, you know, we're not equipped for that. The police officers, who are always the first ones on the scene, no matter if it's a chimp attacking somebody in Connecticut, as we know, or San Francisco Zoo, the tiger gets loose and kills a boy and seriously injures 2 others. The emergency team from the zoo calls 2 cops from the street to come in and have to take care of that tiger, and we're not trained for that. Right. The police officers aren't. But we'll talk about Disaster City, get a little bit happier note. This is Disaster City. What it is has been specifically designed to train everyone to come in. Like I said before, everybody from cab companies to bus companies to everybody, transport, we're all ready to teach us, and this is the facility. If you go to the next one, it actually shows you the map. You'll see Disaster City. You see the little alligator I drew in the lake there. I thought that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Because we do have an alligator out there, but we actually have unique groups come in from all over the world. This year we had the robots, rescue robots come from all over the country and all over the world. They came in, we put mannequins in that lake, hid them for a week before that, so they had a lot of residue on top of them. They sent the robots inside with their little, cameras inside of them, and they found every mannequin out of that lake. Wow. So some of these robots actually go right up the side of some of these buildings, the rescue buildings, and go right inside. Now, if we go to the next picture here, this is what we are a consortium of 5 different rescue training facilities across the country, from radioactivity to, zoonotics and different diseases, as you said, in Louisiana. And all 5 of our group work together across the country to make the country safer for everyone. We got one more here too, I think. This is Disaster City. This is a sign when you come in there. People are saying we have Calamityville here in this area, which works with EMS and trains here in this locally, which is a great facility. This is kind of the Super Bowl of training. This Disaster City was designed to bring in everybody from rescue dogs to all kinds of teams that come in and work on these buildings. And sometimes we have planes and trains that crash. If you go to the last picture here on the rescue here, the last picture will show sometimes the trains will crash and we have to actually move these trains by hand. So it's kind of fun. I had my Wheaties that morning. I just picking up the train and moving it along. But my grandkids love that picture. But we do have a lot of unique and special training out there. And I want a lot of people to understand that we are prepared. As you saw, we trained the entire city of Boston. That was a year before they had the Boston Marathon terrorism attack. We trained them. We have 2 of the people that were actually there working as the emergency management people were actually instructors with me out in Texas. So it was a unique thing on there. When they had the LAX shooting here recently, we did all the LAX employees, all the TSA, all the different individuals out there to get ready for a natural disaster or a man-made one, so they're ready for that too.
You are always so prepared in everything that you accomplish. I think we should put you in charge of Obamacare.
No,
No,
I
you
don't
won't
get
do
on a sinking ship.
Yeah,
I've always
there-
remembered one thing. My dad always taught me: if the boat's going down, you don't want to jump on that boat.
That's
You get
right.
on one that doesn't sink. But the whole thing is that, you know, we have to work on that and hopefully
Yeah.
get together as a country and
Yeah.
get out of that. Last thing I want to talk about is a good friend of mine was just killed out in Oregon. She was working for Wildcat Haven, a place that I've worked with for over 4 years now. And that's her beautiful young lady. Her name is Renee Chapman. That's her husband Aaron and myself. We were at a benefit out there for big cats. She's been working with lions, tigers, all kinds of cats for 8 years. Highly professional woman, top-notch individual. Things happened, and she was attacked by 2 of the cougars that were rescued cougars that had no place else to go. So she stepped up to take care of them inside the facility and was attacked and killed. But I want people to understand about her is that she was a good person. Don't believe all the hype on the radio and the media that she was untrained. She was a veterinarian technician. She had years of working with the zoo, and she's actually came out and helped me with 2 tigers in the state of Ohio and did a fantastic job. But our heart goes out to her family and everybody out there. And I hope everybody would go to our Outreach for Animals Facebook. You'll see a memorial to her, and then also get on there and help out the family also.
Did you guys got that super up, didn't they, with Tim Harris and all that? That's good. Okay. Yeah, it's so sad when you hear these stories. And not too long ago, we had another one that we had talked about.
Yeah, California, and then we just had the one in Indiana too, with a young lady over there. Her head was crushed by a tiger, but she survived.
Now, I always told Tim, I don't care if I've got guests booked on the show. If something's coming up and he knows our schedule, he's always welcome to come on and talk about anything he wants to talk about. He's very kind to the show, and the door is always open to Tim Harrison. We're always
Well, thank
glad
you
to
very
have
much,
here.
Rob. And remember, we are prepared. The country is prepared.
And you've got to be prepared. Well, you know, like with policemen, you would assume they all know how to do
CPR.
CPR, but firemen all should learn your stuff too, just in case what you
We're
said
training them
happens.
right now.
That's
We're training them right now.
What a great idea.